Crystal blessings, everybody. I wanted to do a video of a few little interesting things because I was getting ready to ship out some of my crystal friends here, and I wanted to get them on camera before they left me. Some of these you might have seen already, and actually this trio right here belongs to a very, very good client, and they're getting ready to leave. So I just wanted to show you because they have some interesting things on them. Characteristics, and I might not see, probably will not see things like this again, so we want to capture it while we have them. Okay, this big gorgeous crystal point here has an ancestral timeline on it, and that's kind of like a staircase, and I'm going to try to get it from different angles, that is going up the side. And let's see if we can get it this way. Okay, hold on, because this is a heavy, heavy, heavy sucker here. Okay, so can you see? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got like a very geometric patterning going on there, and something that doesn't happen quite often on the side. It's happening all along the shaft there, and then on the facet right there, and I wish I had a third hand here to point to it, and I'm getting kind of weak, so I'm going to have to put it down. But that's an ancestral timeline. So if you're looking to do ancestral work, going back and meditating with a piece like this, or doing a crystal grid with a piece like this that has an ancestral timeline in it, would be really, really beneficial for you. Okay, and if you read Katrina Raphael's book, I think she has ancestral timelines in her book. Not 100% positive on that, but Katrina Raphael has 4 books, and I should have laid them out here for you, but they're on my website, on my recommended products page, and I have done several videos about them. And if you're a little bit more in the intermediate or advanced with your crystal formations, then I highly recommend all 4 of her books, because they're each a little bit different. Each of them has different formations and what you can do with different crystal formations and things like that. This one's just going along for the ride along with this one. Didn't have any special characteristics other than a really big, nice, clear facet here. This one I think I've done a video with before, but I realized it was a dowel, and I think I've done a video on a dowel before, but I just also wanted to explain what a dowel is. A dowel is when you have a triangle face. These are facets, by the way, at the top. Okay, the point is the apex. Okay, so when you have a triangle alternating with a 7-sided face, and then a 3-sided triangle, of course triangles are always 3-sided, with a 7-sided. So triangle, here's another little triangle, and then alternating with the 7. Okay, so you have, normally in a clear crystal quartz, you have 6 facets that create the apex of the crystal. And with a dowel, you're going to have triangle alternating with 7-sided. And what that does is it sets up the energy of both male and female energies, okay, in a crystal. So you're getting both a transmitter and a channeler in the same crystal, okay? I think I did, now it's starting to come back to me. I think I did do a video on dowels, so I won't go into all of that again. Alright, and by the way, okay, I'll just throw it in there. A channeler will have one 7-sided face on it, and that will be more of a feminine type of energy for channeling, receiving energy. Feminine is receiving, right? And then a transmitter will have just one nice triangle facet sandwiched or alternated on either side by 2 7-sides. So a 7 and a triangle and a 7. And then it won't necessarily have the other sides the same like that. Okay? That would be a transmitter. And transmitter is very male energy. It's the energy that puts things out there. The transmitter, right? Like a transmitting tower that puts out radio signals so that other antennas can receive the information. Transmitter, okay, very male, putting the energy out there. Okay, this does not belong to anybody, And it's just one of those, again, monster pieces. Really nice, clear quartz. Big, and this is very feminine to me. I don't know why, but she's giving me a real feminine energy. I've had her for a long time, and I kind of started to feel bad for her because I wasn't intending on keeping her, but I just didn't have time to do anything with her. Here's a little bit of hematite. And Topaz is seconding the motion behind me. Yes, we felt bad for her, Topaz. She was kind of sequestered in the corner, and I was like, I know, you belong to somebody, we just don't know who yet. So we're getting her out there, and she is cut. She stands on her own, and let's see. I don't know why I want to call her Juanita. She's a pretty one. And she has this nice flat top point. I mean, imagine the crystal grid you can do with this one. And what else? She's got this really interesting key right there. Look at that. Right where there was a nice crystal point growing right next to her there. That must have been a really nice crystal. I feel like that was probably a male that she was growing next to. And Juanita, you are just a beauty. And she's got a really nice veil right in here that gives you a rainbow if you're in the sun, but we're not right now. Okay, Juanita, I know I'm not doing you justice, but maybe another day we'll do another video of you and a nice picture or something like that. Okay, this is a nice cactus quartz. I just really liked it because it's barely got any lavender in it. It's almost white. The tips have some purple in them, but it's almost white. A spirit or cactus quartz. It's got some it's actually got some hematite in there, so a little bit of ametrine going on in the bottom, but barely there phantoms of violet at the top. So I just thought that was a really interesting one. Okay, this one excited me to no end. This is an anhydro, okay? It's got amazing anhydro bubbles, and you know, if you've watched my other videos on anhydro bubbles, you know how excited I get about anhydro bubbles. It's actually quite ridiculous, but I do. But anyway, this is what really got me going on this. Okay, that's just the grams on it. If you've read my book on crystal grids, it's called, I almost forgot the name of my book. Crystal grids. You know how I feel about hexagons. And look at, it's got a natural hexagon record keeper right there. And this camera is not doing it justice. If you could see, it's like there was a hexagon crystal growing, and that's actually what it is, growing straight out of it, which I don't think I've ever seen a hexagon key or record keeper on a crystal before. Plus, it's got this really nice triangular record keeper, sunken record keeper right there. I mean, this piece, and it's a double terminated. This piece just really gets me. I can't believe all that's going on here. But when I saw that, I just stopped in my tracks. I said, what? A hexagon. Now I can't get it to show right there. A hexagon record keeper and a sunken regular record keeper. It's just got all these crazy geometric shapes going on it. And then right here on the double terminated where it's like self-healing here, there's all kinds of geometry happening here. It's, wow. I wish I had this while I was writing my book. I would have been going nuts. Okay, and then this is a natural citrine. All right, but what's really cool about this, look at all this blackened hematite. This one, okay, if you know or you watch my video on citrine, how natural citrine is formed through the heating is done through volcanic activity, but we must have had some mega heating going on here because not only is the hematite blackened, but it's bubbled. Okay, right there, bubbles. You have these botryoidal bubbles there. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Really weird. Oh my gosh. I mean, weird just because I haven't seen the hematite get blackened like that. So this one went through some extreme heating right here. So this is going to have some extreme massive citrine energy. Super happy, mega confidence. This is a really nice citrine twin right here. Loving it. Okay, just wanted to show you some of this stuff, everyone. Namaste. Bye.